Hey guys, this is going to be a comprehensive video going over which Roku remotes are going to work with your Roku TV, and I'm also going to touch on how to pair them with your Roku television. So we're going to start off with the Roku Voice Remote Pro. This one works with the Roku TV. You put it into pairing mode by holding this pairing button here on the back for a handful of seconds until the remote goes into pairing mode. And after going through these different remotes, I'll take you over to the TV to show you what that looks like. But we also just have the regular Roku voice remote. This one doesn't have rechargeable batteries. It also doesn't have a physical pairing button on the back. There's also not a pairing button behind the battery compartment. So you get this one into pairing mode by holding the back and home buttons simultaneously for a handful of seconds until this remote goes into pairing mode, and we can see that indicated right there. And the really nice thing about Roku TVs is they have more compatible remotes than probably any other Roku device. I got this Roku TV remote on Amazon for under $4. It works really great. And these Roku TV specific remotes, you don't even have to pair them to the TV. You just use the infrared technology. As long as you have fresh batteries in the back and you're pointing it at your Roku TV, it should work automatically. You can find a ton of different Roku TV remotes on Amazon, or from Roku's website. They have the Roku TV remote that will work as well. The one remote that I have here that isn't going to work with your Roku TV is the Roku Players remote. So this is a remote that came with my Roku Express. It's programmed to function with the Roku Express type of device and not programmed to work with the Roku TV. This is the $9.99 remote that you can get off of Roku's website. That's called the Roku Players remote. It also goes by the standard remote or simple remote. But additionally, there's also a $9.99 Roku TV remote, but it's programmed to work with the Roku TVs. So the cheapest Roku remote option that's on Roku's website, just be careful which one you get if you want to get that Roku TV remote and not the Players remote, because the Player remote isn't going to work. Now, this is a really old Roku remote that I have that came with my Roku 3 way back in the day. But if you have a Roku remote that has a pairing button, like we can see here in the battery case, we should be able to pair it to a Roku TV. And again, if it doesn't have that physical pairing button, you can also try holding the back and home buttons simultaneously for a handful of seconds to see if that puts it into pairing mode. So now I'm going to take you over to the Roku TV itself to show you how you can pair these different remotes. All right, guys, so now we're over on my Roku TV, and if you're able to get down to the settings menu, we can pair by going through the remotes area, and then in the remotes, we're gonna click where it says add new remote, and then from here, you can follow the on-screen instructions to pair your remote to the TV. Now, going back to the home page, another way that we can go about doing this is unplugging our Roku TV, plugging it back in, and when you turn it back on, during its boot up phase, it automatically is going to search for if there's any Roku remotes that are in pairing mode. So for instance, during that boot up phase, if you hold down the back and home buttons simultaneously on the Roku voice remote, for instance, it puts us into pairing mode. And the TV should automatically pair with this remote either during the boot up phase, or even if you're just on the home page, it'll look for those remotes. And finally, if you have a Roku TV remote that's going to use that infrared and it doesn't have a pairing button, you don't need to pair it up with your Roku TV. As long as it has good batteries in the back and you're pointing it at the TV, it should work automatically. So you can see I'm using it on this Roku TV right here. I'm going to take you over to my other Roku TV to show you that this remote will work right away. So taking it to my other Roku TV, and you can see as long as I'm pointing it at the TV that it's going to work automatically. I don't need to pair it. So that's the really nice thing about these Roku TV specific remotes that you don't need to pair. They should work right away no matter the Roku TV that you're using it on. So I hope this comprehensive tutorial was helpful going over which Roku remotes are going to work with your Roku TV. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.